What's up, guys? It's John here. I wanted to go into game two of the finals. We got game one. I don't think it was that much of a shocker. They've been kind of doing that type of stuff all year long. Even Halliburton winning the game winner, just kind of, whole thing seemed kind of a little choreographed, but we'll have to see. Now, again, I don't think they're going to pay out the Pacers. I just don't. And I've noticed a trend in the finals this year. I remember it happening to the Knicks. It happened to the Nuggets at least once, where they took a game they shouldn't have, where they were pretty big dogs. I think it was the Nuggets against the Wolves, and the next game they just got completely clobbered. So I feel like that's probably what we're gonna get here. I've noticed it a few times where it's the upset and then like a 30-point blowout, and I think that's what we get tonight. The over did miss on, was it Friday? They wound up going under, which I actually really like the over. Obviously, the Pacers was a nice payout. We got 350. And this is why I also feel like, again, a lot of these games are traps. The Pacers were 350. They were 3.5 to 1 dogs. They win. And now they're 4 to 1 dogs, 400, and they have the same rosters. Nobody got hurt. So it's just one of those things where I feel like Vegas is definitely expecting a complete blowout here. So, yep, I like the over again as well. Just again because even that last spread was like set at 230 or something. It got to like 220, and now they're setting this one at 228.5. So, yeah, I think a good parlay would just be the over with the Thunder cover here. Thunder tie it up. I think they, again, still wind up winning the series. But I do think the Pacers will make it an interesting one. And that's really about it. As far as player props, SGA is always a tough prop because you got to damn near pick him to get 40 points. And I would actually stay away from SGA this game just because I think there's a chance he's not playing the whole fourth quarter. Because if they do blow out the Pacers, then they're going to have their starters pulled, So I might go with a guy like Jalen Williams, someone like that, to get to score a few threes or to have a good amount of points. But I'd probably stay away from SGA on this one. Never been the best at player props anyway. But yeah, I would go with like a Jalen Williams over SGA just because I think when they go to Indy, we'll have SGA's like probably highest scoring game because we're probably going to get an overtime game in the next two. I think this one's going to be a blowout, and then the next two after that will be much closer. Hence, I think SGA gets more minutes and probably a better game to ride him. Same thing with Halliburton. But yeah, that's essentially it. There's not too much to go into. Still like the Thunder for the series. Just for this particular game, I also like them to cover the spread. And then the over I like too. I'll be dropping a football video pretty soon. Just, I like to get a preseason video out. Just kind of my original take on who I think is going to do good, bad, and kind of in between. I think I did do one at the end of last year. I probably will have quite a few changes, obviously, because there's been some trades and some players developed. We just had Rodgers go to the Steelers. They play the Jets week 1, coincidentally, stuff like that. So I'll be going into all that. But yeah, I have a decent idea as far as the few teams that I think are going to make runs, the teams that I think will have good years out of nowhere, and then teams that just seem like they're not doing anything. But we'll wait till the finals ends to get into that. And then we could always cover the baseball postseason. I just stay away from it. Whatever I pick in baseball, the opposite happens. I'm really bad at picking baseball, so I just decide it's kind of foolish too. So we'll see how this finals goes. Like I said, I think the public's got to be all over Indy tonight. So yeah, the Thunder minus 11.5 and over 228.5 I think are two solid picks. So take care, and I'll reconvene for game 3.